Hello and welcome to the Claret Blue podcast. We're today looking at Aston Villa kits as the new season looks to get underway in the Premier League for Aston Villa. First of all, have we got over that yet, that we're back in the Premier League?
Nah.
Still in the Premier League, rather.
Yeah, it just seems weird, like business as usual thing, and I feel like it should be. Everyone should be. Well, I should be so much more happier, but it just feels like got to do it again now. Got to build on it. Fine.
I saw some killjoys on social media yesterday saying, "Oh, we shouldn't be celebrating this. We're bigger than Aston Villa. How dare the? Say again.
Was that Roy Keane?
It wasn't Roy Keane. It's actually some people masquerading as Villa fans saying, "Oh,
yeah." It's some people who haven't appeared for Ireland in the World Cup or won so many trophies with Manchester United.
Yeah, it was almost as if the players weren't allowed a little hug at the end of it. It should have just been a firm handshake and then on with your business. But yeah, it was. It's the natural order restored, isn't it? Let's face it.
It is. It's nice to still be here. But because it's such a weird season, teams are. We'd usually it's with Villa. Kits are always late, aren't they? But you're getting close to be able to even buy it at this stage. So the fact that we can't even see it yet is unfamiliar in the end of July to not have seen the kit. Other teams have started to play in their new kits in the last few games. So we're thinking that now we're in the Premier League still, we're going to be seeing the new Villa kit at some point. So we had to go at designing our own. If we were let loose with the with the design brief, what would we do if we were designing the perfect Villa kit? So we've all got our preferences of what we like and what we don't like. So before we see the real thing in the next week or two, I guess, I've not heard any official dates yet of when it'll come, but you assume it's soon. We thought we'd show our designs off as well. And some of you might have seen them on Twitter months ago, is it now? Weeks ago, when we first had these designs made for this podcast that we've never got around to doing.
It was after a lot of discussion in the group chat with the images, and we were all very hyping it up. Revealing them to the public was a real humbling experience.
I thought
for some,
I still think mine is really good, but Twitter,
I mean, you got hammered as well. You say I got hammered. Mine's all right. You both got it as well. Like, don't act like I'm the
I don't care what people say about my kit designs because I'm a 42-year-old man who hasn't got the greatest fashion sense in the world. But when people just couldn't get the gag, the Muller copy of the gag,
that's infuriating.
We'll get onto it. Who wants to start then? We'll go through we've done our ultimate home kit and ultimate away kit. Who wants to start? We've linked up with this designer, Dan Jones, who, I mean, if we were doing these kits in Photoshop, they would not look as good as the mock-ups we've got.
I mean, you've seen our drawings.
Yeah, you've seen some of our drawings. Whatever you think of the actual designs, the concept kits, the mock-ups, the designs are very well made. So who wants to go first?
Can I just read out my original brief for Dan?
Yes. Yeah, go for it.
And then his reply.
Go on then.
Hello, Dan. Here goes. This is Dan, the kit designer, by the way, not that Dan.
Yeah.
For the home kit, can you create a long sleeve shirt in claret that looks like a formal suit jacket with a blue collar that looks like a shirt collar and a polka dot claret and blue bow tie? The jacket, if you want to do it in 1987 Hummel pinstripe style, even better, would be open to show a glimpse of the blue shirt beneath. Towards the bottom of the shirt, I would like a white cummerbund where the sponsor will go.
Wow.
His reply was, "Hi, Matt.
No.
So sorry. I probably should have mentioned that the kits have to look a little bit like one of these designs attached.
Sorry for the inconvenience. Like a football shirt.
Sorry for the inconvenience, Dan." So, yeah, I adopted my brief slightly. I don't know whether you just want to. Do you want to put it on screen and I'll talk you through it? Or?
Put it on screen. Here we go. It's horrible.
It's not horrible. It's not horrible, is it? Look, it's got.
It's like the fantasy of just
a 42-year-old,
42-year-old Villa fan. Like, it's just all
Trust
the best
me,
bits.
If it was a fancy of a 42-year-old Villa fan or a 42-year-old man, probably have a little bit more cleavage in there. I'd have thought.
It's all the best bits of a Villa shirt put together, but it doesn't work.
It does work. The only thing that I'd probably go back and reassess is, like I say, the Muller copiers gag went over a few people's heads.
Yeah,
I would probably put that sponsor on a white background. I think that is the only subtle fashion touch that I make.
With white text?
No, not with white text. You'd put bloody red and black text over it, wouldn't it? You absolute moron.
I think the best part, Matt, was when someone said Muller copies. How do you expect to put yogurt through a copier? Like, very seriously said that.
That's some great comments like that.
How can the joke go so far, like so far over someone's head? And
I think we're going to do that in a future episode. How you put Muller through a copier? That's how you put yogurt through a copier. So yeah, it was just what I do like is the kind of hidden badge. Shut up, Kieran. I do like the.
Oh, who is, by the way? Here's Dan. He says, "Pleasure working with you all. Thanks for your designs, Dan. Great work." We'll get on to the rest after.
Yeah, you've made our kind of very abstract visions. You've turned them into reality, Dan. So I'm looking forward to seeing Jack Grealish and co modelling these down the Bodymore Heath catwalk in weeks to come. But yeah, just before I let you rattle on, it's obviously a nod to the Hummel designs with the chevrons and the stripes, and I love the yellow third shirt from back sometime in the early 90s that got the kind of the big round crest that was kind of, as part of the actual bigger design of the shirt. So I wanted to implement that, and as you can see there, it's beautiful, magnifique.
Can you also just give a shout out to the kit manufacturer? You've not gone with a traditional Nike or Adidas or Kappa.
That's Dan. You can only see it very fake because Dan, our kit designer, is very modest. I think he should have put that in bold, really. So I think Dan, because he's such a good kind of amenable bloke, would be able to design the kit so it's a bit more spacious for the kind of rotund man. Whereas Kappa, there's no way you crowbar me in one of them.
Oh, I've clicked the wrong comment there. That's what I was looking for. That shirt is ugly. Should we move on to the next one, James? Do you want to go with yours and get some negative reviews?
Let's enter the land of realism, shall we?
Here we go.
Okay, explanations, a few. There needs to be a few statements before you go in on this. Sport Pet, the sponsor. I don't like a gambling sponsor, but I assumed, like everyone did, that they would be the sponsor, having had that brief package that gets sent out to clients, and they showed theirs off, which was naughty. The Claret. So
James. First rule of journalism is don't assume. It makes an ass out of you and me. Okay, so as you were.
Okay, Matt. So the colour, I got told that this wasn't Claret. No, Dan took the hex code from Luke Roper's shirt. So it's everyone's saying that's the Claret. That is the Claret. When everyone said Luke Roper's Claret is the Claret, that's the same one. So thanks a lot. I'm blind. Nah, that's not very nice. You aren't.
I wish I was after seeing that.
So the design of this kit is based on the templates Kappa use. Kieran Walker says a training top. Funnily enough, Villa's training top this season, I think, is the actual shirt of a few Kappa teams. So they have the Kappa going down the under the arms. You've got kind of, I think it's Monaco's template. These little diamonds that you probably can't make out. But Adrian Parker, can we have Hawkeye as sponsors? I think that's a great shout.
Can we have Hawkeye to disallow that shirt?
I think this is my thing with this one.
You know what? Matt is talking a lot of smack about my kit when he got away very lightly with his.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair, actually. Yeah, I think Matt's is. Let's have a look at it again. I think that's a horror show, to be honest. There's so much going on.
Dan, just before we go on, can we call in any experts at any stage during this process?
Well, do we want to do this? Well, let's get mine out of the way first. Should we move on to mine first?
Yeah, people say mine's horrible. I bet you if that come out and it had Luke Roper's badge on, I'd be like, and it didn't have the Kappa down the arms, I'd be like, you know what? That is the best Villa shirt.
I'll tell you something, Dan. In fairness to your shirt, I could actually see Portugal winning the Euros in that.
What, my one?
No, I mean James's, sorry.
I was going to say, the problem with James's one for me is there's too much Kappa. I don't like the branding down the side. It's just overload. There's not enough.
So Dan, when Kappa have a shirt, have they ever not overloaded it with branding?
Yeah, I know, but I just don't like it. Break the mold, mate. This was I had to be whatever you wanted.
Nobody told me that before. They said, "What's the next Villa shirt going to look like?" And I thought, okay, I'll stick to what the next Villa shirt could possibly look like based on insider knowledge of Kappa copying the templates around.
Let's see yours then, Dan.
So look at mine. The best kit. Oh,
you know what? Nah, I ain't having any of this. You ain't even tried.
Oh, it's a beauty.
It's just bland, isn't it?
Beauty.
Reminds me of Tommy Elphick cocking up our first season in the Championship.
Well, there's a few people that have said it. Yeah, it's very similar to the first Under Armour shirt that we had. But I love a collar on a football shirt. Nice little bit of style. I've always wanted Adidas. If it was a choice of mine, which this experiment was, we could do whatever we wanted. So I've gone for Adidas since we've never had them before. Again, a few little details that you can't see on these pictures. We've got the same rubberized badge of the Luke Roper shirt. We've bought acorns back.
Yeah, gone for the sentimental vote. I see you've done that. Yeah, tugging at the heartstrings.
But it's a nice match of claret and blue. Nice blue sleeves. It should be. Bit of claret trim on the arm.
This shirt is like that. Stay indoors, protect the NHS, save lives. It's just like basic, isn't it? Like basic, simple, no reason. Like you've just rinsed that.
It's like just eating a dry Rivita.
It's Dan asking Under Armour, can I copy your homework? Don't make it look too similar.
Yeah, it's a good point. I've missed out the Adidas stripes, to be fair. But I've like I said, I've broken the mold. I've not gone with the classic.
You've broken the mold. You've copied like literally the just example of like a Villa shirt in Pro Evolution Soccer, like West Midlands Village.
Yeah, but it's simple. It's what you want. Claret body, blue sleeves. You can't go wrong, can you?
Okay. No, and to be fair, like I say, with Dan, a designer, he's like nailed it. To be fair, like every shirt, shirt looks class. It's just the actual things on the shirt.
I drew a picture of mine to send to him. I don't know if I've got it anywhere. I don't know what notepad it's in. But when I did my brief, I drew a picture of mine. I said, "This is how I want it to look," and I did little colours and everything. And he's nailed it. To be fair, he's exactly what I asked for. So,
can we see your drawing? Can you get your little drawing back out?
If you two waffle for a sec, and I've got all three on screen at the moment, I'll have a look through this notepad here and see if it's in here. But I don't think it is.
What I would say about Dan, he's done a cracking job with it. But if I'm going to try and wear mine to a formal dinner, you know what I mean? He needs to have a bow tie on it. It's the only reason you'd have a collar on a shirt is if you're going to wear a bow tie with it, in my opinion. But I don't know.
What are the comments saying, James?
So Omar says when the kit is a kit coming out, and honestly, I thought it'd be out by now, like genuinely, because kits, like the process for this year's kit would have started
I found it
this time last year, so it should be out.
Is last year's finally on sale now?
Has it caught up?
I found my drawing.
Come on, let's see it.
It's not bad. It's better than my Hercules attempt.
That's it. Oh, you know what? It's all right, isn't it? But I like what do the annotations say? Like blue, claret.
Blue and claret. And down the side here, which you can't really see on the actual kit. Yeah, you can't see it on there, but down the side, like the panelling, where are we? We've got little like embossed lions, like on the the Under Armour shirt from the playoff season. That was like in the shirt all the way across. We've got those down the side, which you can't really see. But to be fair, if you look at that drawing,
you'd get a Blue Peter badge for that drawing. To be fair,
you look at that drawing and you look at the real thing. I mean, tell me he's not nailed it. That's good, isn't it?
I'll tell you what I wanted on this. I wanted this. Can you see it? You can't see it, can you?
Hang on. Doing this live. Where are we?
No, it won't show. I'll message you the picture of it. I wanted you know the old AV floodlights? The old classic ones. I wanted them in the stitching down the side. But I think Dan had got better things to do, like going and have his tea or something after the level of detail that I gave him. So if you can't see it anyway. Anyway, moving on.
Yeah, moving on. So when we did these, we decided that we'd put it out on Twitter to ask people what they thought, because we wanted to settle this with who's won this little challenge. I think Twitter decided that mine was the least worst, more so than the best of the others, which is probably a fair point, to be honest.
It's like the slogan for Alien vs Predator: whoever wins, I think we all lose.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah. I think mine was a vote on Twitter, but we decided that wasn't enough and we were going to find an expert. So, Matt, you got in touch with the contact in the phone book and said, can you please give us a review of these kits?
Yes, so I asked friend of Birmingham Live and friend of Claret and Blue, Luke Roper, to give his verdict on which one he thought was best. And he sent a couple of voicemails, hasn't he, Dan?
Yeah, so we're not doing this as an edited show or anything, so we're just going to play these clips on my phone through my earphones, so apologies if the audio isn't brilliant, but he's given us a little kind of 20-second review of each kit, and I think mine's up first, so let's see if this works.
Morning, Matt. How are you, son? Okay, in third place is this one. Never been a fan of collars and small collars on football shirts, mate. Not a punter. And it reminds me of a not too successful season a couple of years ago, mate. This one, so number 3, son.
Number 3. What's he know about kits anyway?
What does he know? Go on anyway. Carry on.
Like a colour. Not having that. In second place, I believe.
I'll take it.
Nice and simple, nice and clean, inoffensive, not too bad. This comes in at number 2, mate.
The shortest review, though. Inoffensive. Look at it.
It's inoffensive. It's the same. You couldn't say the Claret's wrong. I know he was gone. I was like, yeah, Luke, do it because it's the same as yours, pal.
And then, funnily enough, in first place, considering this was Matt's organisation of getting Luke to send these clips, is this one?
This is number 1 for me, mate, all day long. It is a bit of a nostalgic tip for me, mate. Obviously, we've got the round badge, which I love. And it takes me back to the 80s, the late 80s. The Sports Argos on the pink paper on a Saturday evening. Brilliant. Those are the days, I remember them well. And this top reminds me of that. I love it.
You need it in Sport August because you can only handle it in like black and white on a pink bloody page.
That's a joke, isn't it, really?
What can I
That's
say?
the best kit out of the 3. Are you mad?
Yes, listen, mate. Just
I
take
mean,
me one of them.
I've met him a couple of times. He's a lovely bloke and he makes look great football kits, but he's wrong there.
He's not wrong, though, is he? He's not wrong. We're going to the Milan Fashion Show together next week, so we'll.
Should we look at the away kits as well? Do you want to go in the same order that we've just done? Do you want to go first, Matt?
Can do if you want.
Get yours out of the way, Matt. Get yours out of the way, pal. You're going to need a lot of explaining here.
I thought the home shirt was disgusting, but this.
Oh my God. Look at it. I can't even defend it myself.
You know what, Dan, fair play on having to put yourself through that. You've nailed the design. I don't know what Matt was asking. I know what he's tried to ask you, but man,
listen, I just said to Dan, I'm too busy. Decide what you want. Go with it.
No, you didn't.
No, he's nailed it to a T, mate. Exactly what I was asking for. Listen, it's a bit of an acquired taste, isn't it? The old green muller from back in the day. So that was the theme. I suppose we've gone green with the. Well, listen, Villa clinched survival in green, didn't they? Yesterday, so it's clearly yes, Kian, it is a bit much. You're right. It's a lot much. Yeah,
well, you're nicking. You're going to be under a litigation threat from Hummel soon because you're just stealing the chevrons.
It's very me, isn't it? Do you know what I mean?
It's very you, yes.
It encapsulates me. It's loud. It's hideous. It's green. It's nostalgic Aston Villa. It's got a bad pun in. It's got a big bad pun.
We were thinking of doing these originally as kind of keeping them as a surprise from each other and revealing them kind of on air. But
we got too hyped up.
Yeah, well, we got too hyped up and started sending them to each other going, oh my God.
We're loving it as well. It's like, look how good these are.
But as soon as yours came through into my phone, Matt, I was like, that is peak you. Both of these two.
Both vile, aren't they?
They're both vile.
But just imagine wearing them with a pair of white socks and sandals. Do you know what I mean? That's the vibe I'm going for.
Yeah, I think Gaz Oaks here is pitching like his choice too quickly. You've still got 2 more to go.
That's a good point. That is a great point. Do you want to go with yours, James?
Shrek-inspired design. Yeah, I'll go with mine.
Okay. Where is it?
It's a beauty. It's an absolute beauty. Absolute. Oh, it's wonderful. I could see Brescia getting relegated in that.
Yeah. See Miss Aston Villa 2021 wearing that.
You know what? I'll go back through the DMs, Dan, and I will air you on here because you were saying that was really nice.
Did I?
Yeah, you did.
Go on, then.
I need to go back. It's been months.
Damn, have you been hacked?
Thing is, I don't mind the black and the blue. Again, I'm not a fan of the Kappa overload. The rainbow thing's fine. Not against it. It's just the sash. I just don't like it. It's not a great football design.
Time to do something new.
It reminds me of Crystal Palace had a kit like that, didn't they? I think.
It's
a white kit.
Yeah.
It reminds me of that. Just
looks like a referee's entering Miss World.
So that is a win for me. Holly saying it looks like a good third shirt. You know, I'll take that after the battering I've had. Nah. This is all right. Like rainbow sleeves. Yeah, we're an inclusive football club, and I copied a template which had rainbow sleeves.
I can't believe people like it. What the heck?
Yeah, have that. Have a bit of. I hope you're all looking at this. I really hope you're all seeing this all come in. Looks like a beauty pageant winner, yeah, because it's absolutely beautiful. Only beautiful things win beauty pageants, so I don't know why that's not an insult.
Dan, I'm just checking. This is an audio-only podcast, isn't
it? Imagine that. Imagine how much of a shambles this would be if it was audio only. Should we look at my kit as well then, before we wrap this up? Because I'm not going to sit here for the next hour talking about kits, are we? So let's just crack on with it. Again, the best kit of the three. That is a beauty. If that's not the winner, come on, comments. Come on, where are we? Bring the comments through.
Again, it's more like a kind of going outy polo top, isn't it?
It's lovely. That's a great shirt. It's inspired by the 2010 Cup final with the half and half kind of white and pale blue. Still got the acorns and the Adidas in there. And the difference between that one and the 2010 one was the kind of the trim on that was like a navy blue, wasn't it, around the collar and the sleeves. Whereas white and claret is a winning combination. There we go. Best by a mile. Dull story.
Yeah, get in. Well done, Holly.
Here we go. Now the comments are coming through. Yeah, it's just nice, isn't it? It's nice. I love a white away shirt. Like I say, a bit of claret trim. And I think, again, if you look at all three side by side, there's one clear winner there, isn't there?
Two,
yeah.
I
agree. There's definitely one clear winner. What does Luke think?
You know what? I lost a lot of respect for Luke when I heard him say some of the things he said about my away kit.
I think you'll gain his respect back from you, mate, when he discusses these ones.
I don't know what order these are in, Matt. Is it mine up first? It is, isn't it? Yeah. So let's hear Luke Roper's opinion on what is surely the best kit here.
In third place, sorry, dude, lovely looking top, but it's the collar. Collars like that, they should be on the golf course. I don't think they should be on the football pitch.
Getting owned.
Nice looking top. I'm a fan of white generally. It's great, especially as an away Villa colour. But just the collar, mate. Not a punter for the collar, but nice jersey overall. But number 3.
So my issue here with Luke is, and I've had no chance of a right to reply, is that he said it's a lovely shirt. He's a big fan of white. It's great for an away kit for Villa. Yeah. But he's put me in third place just because he doesn't like a collar. That's the only reason.
Well, it's not the only reason. The other reason is that these two shirts better than yours.
That's factually incorrect.
Yeah, I'll get into the Luke comments about mine after, man. I need to have a few words with him.
I mean, again, I feel like there's some element of match fixing going on here that I think James is probably going to be in second place again. So you can make your own assumptions of what Matt sent Luke Roper in the post, possibly some £50 envelopes.
I resent that. I resent that, and I told Luke Roper that I resented this when I wined and dined him and bought him 43 pints the other night.
Let's go with James's review then. What we saying, Luke?
Okay, Mr. Aston Villa winner, 2002. The Sash band. So yeah, it's okay. It's okay. You asked me to choose, the least worst. Don't quote me on that, son. But if the white one didn't have a collar and it was a round neck, I'd have put that up there, number 1. But the collar killed it. But this one, again, the sash, a little bit Italian for me, but it beats the white one purely because it's got a nice round neck.
So,
unbelievable.
A little bit Italian as a negative. I think you'll find, Mr. Roper, that Armani Fashion House that Gucci are based in Italy, and AC Milan have had a classic shirt for 20-odd, 30-odd years. Italy, I'll take that as a badge of respect, man. He's putting it out there as some negative.
I'm glad he gave up his time to take part in our stupid challenge, and you're digging him out.
He's digging us out in the
30 seconds.
He's the expert.
Hey, I don't care.
As you'll find
you
out
know what?
now.
If I've learned something over the last 5 years, man, experts, time and place for him, not now.
I said to you before off air, mate, you can prove anything with facts, and Luke Roper's got the facts. Play the clip, run the VT.
Okay, Marmite, the colour combination is Marmite, and it's very, very difficult to get this colour combo right. But this one does look good. Nice, very nice top. Again, Marmite colour combo, but this is executed really well, and the balance is lovely.
So I think there's some questions to be had. There's a lot of pauses in that video, in that clip. So it's definitely you've got a gun to his head. Make him say these things. He's reading off a script, isn't he? Yeah, very nice colour combo. Awful.
It is, yeah. He's a bit kind of like, this one's Marmite. Please send help. Send help. The man's got me.
I reckon if you play that clip in reverse, he's probably sending an SOS message.
Wonder if you reversed my kit and you had like red with a green. Anyway.
Everyone hates it. Everyone hates it.
You don't know, because there's two people, two very, very important people on this earth who don't hate it. Myself and Sir Luke Roper. You know, people who actually know about these things.
Two people in very privileged roles, punching down on me and Dan.
Yeah.
For being bold.
I reckon if I'd have gone to Luke Roper and said, mate, can you please send me some nice reviews of these kits, I would probably have won. I think he was just humouring you.
Yeah, but he didn't know which ones were which, did he? Huh? He didn't know. And it's all right, you going all anti-establishment on us now. We're the fashionistas. You've got to respect our views. Shut up, Tom.
Here's a point then from Kieran. If you had to pick a combination of ones that weren't your own, do we think that one of us had a better home shirt all the way than the other? So I think mine are the best too. If I had to pick, I would pick both of mine.
Yeah, but it'd be a very forgettable year for Aston Villa, wouldn't it? If I had to pick both of yours.
But it doesn't matter, does it? It's about the players in the kit, not what the kit's like.
B would probably be the home shirt, and then you'd have the classic away shirt, which would be mine, which everyone raves about.
I think any of your shirts could carry my element of the big round badge across the chest. I think that could be incorporated perhaps into one of yours, Dan, to make yours a little bit
round badge. We don't want to bring the round badge back.
Say again?
We don't want to bring the round badge back. It's history, man.
Yeah, that round badge can hit the bricks, man.
Well, even if you don't want the round badge, have it with the normal crest, but have it kind of across your bosom.
Yeah.
Some of these comments, right? I mean, we've done this podcast as a live to save on the editing and just get it out there because we know the kit is going to be coming soonish. I didn't think there'd be many people here to watch live and comment.
Can you ban off of these? Can you ban off of these comments? I'm not having it.
Some of these comments are excellent. And yes, I am being very, very not humble with my designs, but just kind of playing the character, playing the wind up. But yeah, they're all right, aren't they? To be fair, I still think Matt's are the worst ones because they're too outlandish.
Yeah, I know we get hammered for it.
Games are fine.
When we get hammered for it, it's like, you know what? If any of those any combination of those shirts were to come out, you wouldn't care. Like, you wouldn't care, would it? Because it's just filler, and you're buying it anyway.
Let's bring it back to reality then. With the new kit still not announced yet, we've still got Kappa, right? That was a long-term deal. I think it's Kazoo is going to be the sponsor, which is just their logo is their name, isn't it? CAZOO, just in font across the front. So no kind of wacky designs. It's a bit like the sport players want, to be fair, just writing across the front.
Yeah, just put Kazoo on that, and that's it, mate.
So what are we expecting from the kit? What do we see it realistically think it's going to be? Just
mine, because I've based it on a realism.
Okay,
tell a couple of things I expect to see.
You really do. It's Claret body with blue sleeves, isn't it?
You know the good thing, it's got Premier League badges on, I think.
Yeah,
it's going to have Premier League patches on. So you could wear a bin bag as long as they've got Premier League patches on.
Yeah, that's true.
A green bin bag with that kind of big round badge. Oh, I love Luke Roper. What a man. What a man.
I would like, in all seriousness, I would like to see a white away kit again. That's where you get the chance to experiment the most, isn't it, in a away kit? But home shirt, Claret body, blue sleeves, stick a collar on there. Easy. Jobs are good.
Yeah, I just want there to be a green and black third kit because I think this year's one they nailed it. Like,
I don't like the green and black. I wouldn't mind a black third kit.
Only person.
Get rid of green.
It's a classic Villa colour.
It isn't. Exactly. We've had this conversation before.
Mr. Roper said it was.
I don't care what his opinion is worthless.
Yeah, we cherry pick what we want out of him when he agrees with us. He's like the best man ever.
Exactly.
Green and black is clap. Not gonna lie. Nah, I would doubt that. The classic Villa, Matt. It's a classic Villa colour, isn't it?
Well, just looking to Luke, don't you? Anyway, are we done with those nonsense?
That's what you've decided now. Luke Roper said yours is the best. You just said, yeah, okay then. Don't care about anything else.
Well, it is though, isn't it?
No. It's awful.
So, all right, who have we said? Who has been universally hailed as Villa's best kit designer of modern times?
Yeah.
Surely going to him rather than going to old Doris, who's getting a grapes down Blackheath Market. Surely his verdict carries some weight.
Maybe.
Nah. If he said mine was the best, yes, I could have agreed with that. But I can't believe he seriously looked at your green mess there over those other two. Not even saying that mine should be winning, and that mess there on the left. I can't believe he's picking that over the other two.
Well, listen, I think you need to be very careful what you're saying here, because young Dan is a young aspiring designer, and those are his designs. He was only brave enough to put his name onto my two because he knows how to back a winner.
Yeah.
You know, he stuck the Kappa or Adidas on the others, but he put his name to mine because he's proud.
He did send me a little paragraph for each one saying whose he thought was the best. I think, if I remember right, he said mine were the best. So that's the real winner.
Well, that proves it then. If you just happen to perhaps think that he might have done that.
I've got the email somewhere, but it's live, mate. I haven't got it to hand, so I'll just have to assume that he said mine was the best and deal with it.
Right. Anyway, I want a cup of tea.
Yeah, so do I. Thanks everyone for tuning in. I'm amazed that there's 100 people here over their lunchtime to hear us chatting nonsense about Villa's potential kit. In all seriousness, when the real kits do come out, I do want to buy this one. I think I didn't buy last year's because I wasn't a massive fan, and I regrettably didn't buy the Loot Roper one. And now it's worth about 500 quid on eBay. So I do want to see what this year's is like. But like you said, I'm just happy that we got Premier League badges on the sides, and the rest of it, I don't really care.
Right. On that note, thanks for all your support.
Yes. We will be doing a season review podcast in the next day or two, which will be out ASAP to actually talk some serious football chat rather than half an hour of waffle about football kits that don't even exist. So thanks everyone for tuning in, sticking with us, and we'll be back in a few days with some serious football chat, which is unlike this channel. So
won't happen, will it?
Stay tuned for that.
More nonsense.
Thanks very much, everyone. We'll be back soon. Up the Villa. Thanks to Luke Roper for his help.
Cheers.
Thanks to Dan for his designs. Bye, everyone.
Thanks, Luke. Checks in the post.